Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If this scene looks familiar, say hello, commentator. If this scene looks familiar, it's because I just stopped recording and I'm recording again, which means I also just what? I believe that's the sun poking through the landscape over there. Which also means that last episode I frustratingly, superbly, I can't even talk. Anyways, I just frustratingly had to deal with the fact that I am dumb and didn't record, but that's okay. You can't always, you can't, you, when life hands you cookies, I don't know. I'm going to lay down and we're going to watch the sunrise come up really quick. I don't know if that lasted. Did that work? It doesn't look like it worked. Let's try that one more time. Lay here, it'll say you can't sleep. Okay, now run back to the chair. Oh, well, there you go. Never mind. Anyway, last episode. This is going to be happening in a scenario which we are not going to be. I'm going to not get to read comments before this because last time, why are these not getting welded? It's weird, right? It's super weird. I feel like they're just out of the influence of Bob. Even though I thought Bob worked on a grid system in which he didn't run out of influence, but I don't know. So now it's welded. Look at my nice hole. Don't don't look at people's holes. I think the grid's actually fully welded. That's quite incredible. Um, Actually, yeah. Look at that. I didn't even grab a screenshot from last time. If I'm being honest, that's we're getting ready. We've got this thing built up. Get a little screenshot right there. You can see my shadow on the ice. We've got this thing built up, and we are cooking some hydrogen over there. Hopefully, gonna get quite a bit of hydrogen taken care of. Um, yeah, we have a couple of things we need to do. And this is going to be, like I said, there's not going to be comments in between. Last time there was some comments. I appreciate everybody commenting. Thank you guys so very much. I actually think we even got a couple of new subscribers. If I go take a look real quick, we can take a look. Wow, I'm at 290. Well, what? I don't know if it lets me see the last few people who have subscribed, but if it did in fact let me do that, it does not seem like it's letting me. Recent subscribers, we got T Young 319, Rafik, Criticat. We got a couple in the last 90 days. Nice, nice, nice. Killer Clown, scary. Anyways, shout out to the new people who subscribed. I really, really appreciate that. And shout out to all the people who subscribed long ago. There's no way to list this in the order with which they came in, I don't think. So, oh, I could do date subscribed. Oh, we had a couple from the 16th. Heck yeah. Anyways, welcome. And I hope you're enjoying so far. So, what do we got going on? We've got an angry bug chasing me. Come on, where are you at? Oh, what do you, sir, sir? I mean, I also struggle with stairs in my time. Um, hey buddy, what you doing? I'm used to games where you have to hold right click to right click to aim versus not. And so, yeah, anyways. So last time we got this thing built up. We got this thing. This is ready to go. The factory is looking superb. I definitely have some. If we click here and we do TT, we can get ourselves some oxygen. Get that, or hydrogen rather. So yeah, we've definitely got this thing built up. We need to build a ship. So the thing, while we're doing this, we need to build a couple of things. I need a ship to take us to space. And I need something that will allow me to get my Prototech refinery off of this. Which means we'll pull this thing out of the hole. We're going to have to cut this Prototech refinery out and reattach it to the ship that we're going to take to space. And I cannot even fathom what that looks like, but what I can fathom is running over to Quantum Farms LLC to go ahead and get us some stuff planted because we're still also going to be needing 10 of each seed, I believe is the process we were looking for. 10 of each seed. Thank you. 10 of each seed, and then what was the other thing we were looking for? Let's go take a look. Have we? We have. Okay, so last time we did seeds. Last time we did, oh, we're gonna do coffee this round. Coffee is gonna be the next thing we grow. We've got 20, 22. So we have technically, we're gonna do potatoes next. I think we actually have enough to do, we may have enough to go to space to get everything we need to do. Potato, potato, potato. And the good news about this, if we go into our inventory and we look up seeds, first we can put this here. We can grab 10 of these. Do we have anything in production? We can stop that. So we can grab 10 coffee. We got 10 potatoes, 10 vegetables, and 10 of the fruits. That's all 5 of the foods, right? That's all 5 food groups. We got tons of cooked meat, which I think we could actually cook more if we really wanted to. Oh, we don't have any more. I have to go get some from the other farm, but we have 10 of every seed now. So theoretically, we have all the things we need to go to space, plant-wise, which was the whole mission coming to the alien planet, was to achieve plant sustainability. Now, I would like to plant all the seeds we have in there and turn them into food that we can also take with us, because why only half? Why only do half, right? That's my thought. Let's take a look and see what we got over here if we have anything in the inventory that needs to be gotten. Got some algae, which we can turn into um, kelp crisps, you know, to keep us satiated. Woo, careful. Algae. We've got this poison pack. Should I try to eat this? Should I? Comment down below. We're gonna miss a Tuesday, so next Tuesday I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be at my wedding, um, enjoying family vacation in the Smoky Mountains. Maybe get to pet a bear or attacked by a bear. More likely the second one. But we're gonna be out. We're gonna be out doing cool stuff, and I'm gonna miss that Tuesday. So this is gonna be Friday's episode. We'll miss Tuesday, and then we'll be back for the next one. But comment down below. Should I eat this meal pack? This is expired slop. If you say yes and you get me killed, like I totally get it. I understand. That's something you want to do. You want me to suffer greatly. We can make a food real quick. We can make quite a few items. Look, ooh, we can make our very first green pellets. That doesn't sound good at all. We've got seared sabroid. We can make this. What is that? That's kind of one of all those things. You know what? We're gonna make one of those. Let's do it. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what that tastes like. We got everything we need. Yeah, we're gonna make one. All right. Um, put this here, and then we're gonna eat it. That's right. Now we're getting our food up. It's gonna be good. This button here is specifically for this guy here that lifts that up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So what we need to do, we've got to build. I'm gonna build two things. I need to build a rocket ship that can take us into the future. That's the first thing we need to do. And it might behoove me actually while we're at it. We should probably also build a little landing pad for the B.O.R.E at the refinery. Doesn't it make sense to have a landing pad here, guys? I think it does. So that's what we're going to do first. First and foremost. Oh, I don't have 10 grain. I'm missing grain. Guys, what are we doing? We're about to get a bunch of grain in. So it may be okay that I don't have 10 grain, but I'm going to go see if 10 grain's available. Because ideally we get all the grain seeds we need to take back to the farm. Because we're taking 10 of each seed. That's what we're doing. Whoa. 10 of each seed. That's what's happening. We have 4. If we only have 4. So I can't take the 10 grain. We don't have all the seeds we need. This is what I'm talking about. You lose your mind for just a second. So let's put ourselves down a little pallet, a little cargo pallet to put all our stuff in. And then, yeah, let's see what that looks like. So first we're going to go to components really quick. We're going to grab ourselves, I don't need this, this, or this. Actually I do. I want that, and I want that. And then I think what we're going to do, just for cargo sakes, I don't think I have a... I don't know. Should I put a door going out this way? I feel like I need to. It feels necessary. Let's think about that for a second. But first, I think what I have here, let's do, what is it? Cargo. cargo. Was it car? No, do that cargo space. I can't, man. I can't. I can't. I do not possess the ability to can. Decorative. It's not really a decorative block because the cargo boxes can be used for stuff, but I think they're called canvas if I'm not mistaken. They're not called canvas. Crate maybe? Nope. Box? Nope. Man, what are those things called? I never can find them. I never can. It's truly a problem. Apex Survival. It's these guys here. What are they called? Storage bin. Of course it's storage bin. Why wouldn't it be storage bin? So let's get a green storage bin. We're gonna put that guy right here. And in the storage bin, we're going to place. And in the storage bin, we're going to place this, this, and this. So we just need grain, and we've got the seeds necessary to do the work. So that's good. That's great news right there. We got that set aside. Those are set aside. That's the capsule with which we go. Now, what are the other things we need to do? We need to probably. We should get some gold, but we're not going to because I don't care enough for that. Actually, did I bring gold with us? I may not have. I may not have brought any gold. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to industrial assembler. I don't think superconductors is on here, and I'm not honestly sure how we would add superconductors. Let's see. If we come here, we say superconductor. I think that's how you spell it. And then does it need one, two? Oh, it needs 1, 2, 3, 4 tildes. We should probably have 0 of 20. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that adds it on there. I don't think it does. Did it save? Steel plate, small steel tube. It doesn't look like that worked. I don't think you can add stuff in that way. Well, the good news is what we can do. We can come here and we can say, oh, you know what we could do? We could actually come here and we go to the tools section and we can destroy these things because we don't need a tier 1. We can D that. We don't need to do that necessarily, but we can D that. Welder one, we can D that. We don't need those. And that should clear out these tools. And there should only then the only thing that'll be left is we'll do 1, 1, 1. Should get rid of this stuff. We got paint guns. We got all sorts of stuff. And I like the idea. I do like the idea. So that I don't know. Okay. So what we need to do? What do we need to do? We need to build a little bit of a platform. Ow. Sweet Christmas. That's what you get. 9, 8. Okay. Window. I think I done messed up though, because I put this here, and what I should have done is not put that there. This cargo container. But that's okay. I'm not worried about it. It's fine. It's fine. We can just run outside. We don't have to. We don't need multiple entries and everything. So what do we need to do? We need to make ourselves a landing pad. So that's what's going to happen this episode. We're going to make a landing pad for the boar over here because, you know, the boar deserves love. He needs a landing pad. Why doesn't the boar get a landing pad? Why do we not like the boar? Do I want to go over this beam or do I want to come down in this way? I feel like down in this way will look neat. I think that's what's going to happen. So yeah, we're gonna get the boar landing pad, and then we're gonna create another landing pad next to the boar, probably off the landing pad. This is what we're gonna do. Yep, that's the plan. I figured it out. I just got it done. We're gonna do probably not that color. We're gonna go. Let's go with yellow for some reason. And then I like, you know what I like to do? Sometimes I like to ground stuff inside blocks in a way that sort of makes it look like it could exist by having some weight on it. So like having a block like that so that, you know, it feels grounded in that it is not just like hovering in space. I like that. 2, 3. Maybe one too many. Go this way. And then I think we're gonna go with another couple of blocks right here. We're gonna do that. Let's grab. I don't know why I'm adding all of those. I don't really need to, but we're gonna do it anyways. And then we're gonna orange back to this yellow color here. And then this guy here. 1, 3. And I think we're gonna come out right here. This looks like a good spot to take a turn. Take a turn for the wild side. Did I do a T-junction right there? I think I did. Let's get that off there. I don't want a T-junction, which means I just popped that down. Why is that still welding? That's super weird. Sure, that makes sense. And not at all, that's not at all broken. Yeah, we don't. Nope, that's normal. That was super, that's super normal. I think that's good distance right there. We're gonna actually take it back 1. And then we're gonna do this right here. We're gonna do 2, and then conveyor. Yeah, that should be good right there. And then if we come here and we go back to the gray and we go back to this color here and I fly down weirds because I don't remember the key combination to get blocks under stuff. There we go. Perfect. Just put that like that, and then I'm trying to think. This means the platform's going to be up, but that's okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind it being up. Yeah. Okay. No, that's not bad. That's not bad. We're gonna do. Okay. So here's what it's gonna do. I'm gonna lay the rest of this out because my brain is braining all on its own now, and this is gonna be a time lapse. I'm thinking. Let's try Swedish techno. Yeah. Editor, Swedish techno, please, sir. Thank you kindly. Swedish techno. Hit that right now. Okay, yeah, now. Okay, yeah, now. And just for a quick check-in, I did in fact make sure that I'm still recording. So, just as we're, just making sure that we're not screwing around. I don't want to have another incident like last video. I think Charlie will beat me with a spoon. I don't know, a spoon. That doesn't, I don't know. We don't talk about it. Alright, so actually we're gonna do this block here and we're gonna say that this guy there we go, put that there, and then I'll go copy the lights from the roots over here. Now the roots doesn't have a ship, obviously. It doesn't need a ship. But this would be a place to come back to. And I had a couple of thoughts. So on the last video that I read comments on, because I'm doing this one in conjunction, Chad mentioned something called the agoraphobic start, or something to that effect, and I was thinking about this. I could My next start could be just like I get stranded here and I have to find all this stuff, or we come back and we do a series from here. I don't know. This place is not done forever. John mentioned that like it's sad. It'll be sad because he's liking the way the factory looks. It'll be sad to see this place go. I don't think it's done. I don't think it's done forever. It may not be. May not be. It may not be like we may not be super into it like forever right now. But I don't think we're done. Just because why would we be? Like why be done? Components. I just don't have any of these produced. Man, that's crazy. Are we just struggling on iron that hard right now? I think we are. I think iron is in such a premium. Oh, pause. My lady box is talking to me. Okay, so. Well, we got the landing pad for the B.O.R.E set up. I was thinking, because we need more iron, I might as well go ahead and, just because it's bothering me. Um, I'm not going to go all the way around, but I definitely wanted that connected. I don't know, it was bothering me. So I need to do another landing pad, but what I can do, that one can be... I don't know. I don't know what that one could be. We can... Okay, we're going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to have to take the board and get some more iron. That's what's going to have to happen. Because we are not going to be able to build our takeoff ship while this is building a sweet, sweet juice. We're not going to be able to build that ship unless we have more things put together here. And it's kind of right now, we don't have anything put together. That's just the way it is. So yeah, let's take that board. We'll hop in here. We're gonna check out our GPS markers. We've got 2 iron rocks. I believe number 2 was the first one that we started mining out, or number 3 is the first one we started mining out. We're gonna go get some iron. So come with me on this time lapse. Alright, we've seen what that looks like. I don't know if you guys saw that real hard burn where I had to tilt up and fire all my reverse thrusters and my down thrust in order not to plummet this guy once again into the ice. But yeah, I don't plan to do that again. So I'm going to cut this time because honestly, I'm just flying in this view. I thought it was interesting to see like the no thing detected and looking at my horizon down there and different stuff. It's fun to see all the little, like, to be able to fly with enough information on these little screens to kind of dictate what you're doing and stuff. The only thing that it doesn't allow really is to be able to have obviously your GPSs and waypoints and stuff. If it had that, man, it would be nearly perfect. Um, but I'm just gonna cut, and I'll pick you up once I get back with this next load of ore. Now, obviously, if I plummet and crash, I'll be the very first person to cry deeply into the microphone for you people. But for right now, and I got Epic Cookie with a K for Epic as a new subscriber. So welcome aboard. Let's see if I can not crash this time. We're gonna get back to space. We got the No Name ship. We've got the Malafor. We got the Elder Dagron. We got so many ships waiting for us to go play with, and we gotta send it off. So let's get some more iron, and then yeah, I'll pick you up in a second. Alrighty, here we are, almost back home. Now, if you don't know this, the beautiful thing about small grid ships and Blastor blocks, which is why I put these around specifically the engine area, these blocks can't do damage. Small grid ships, no matter what type of engine you're using, cannot do damage to blast grids or to blast blocks. They can't. It's great. It's super spectacular. It's probably one of my favorite things ever. You know what would be neat and potentially doable? Nah. No, yeah. It would be neat and doable. We're gonna do it. Components. I want this. I want this. I want this. Potentially neat. Potentially doable. That's my two favorite things. So, if we come here, and we can do that. It's fine. This block here, and then this block here, this block here. And then we do this guy here, and then I do. Oh, that's not gonna work. And then we do this guy here. Yeah, that works. That works. And I can just reach. I can do. Yeah. There we go. I like that for me. That works wonders. Perfect. Perfect. And then if I no, you know what? Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy with this cheese whiz. Let's do something we've never done before, and that's not sure we've done a lot of. We've done a great many things before, so to say we've never done it before um, is to. Oh, I don't have my inertial dampeners on. That's what that was. 2, 5, 6, 6, 6, please. Thank you. And then. There we go. Look at that. Little walkways. Make yourselves getting around a little bit easier. It'll be good. It's perfect. I love it. I love everything about it. Okay, back to this. So we need this color here. Nope, we need, where is the color we need? I want that color. Okay. So now we need to do what? I need to snooze that alarm, and I will be, after these messages, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Now, what was I saying? Ah, yes. So, now, what we need to do is we need to put this guy here, and then 4. We're gonna get this thing built out. Okay, so we got ourselves a little landing gear here, a little landing pad here. 9. We're just gonna build a small grid thing because what we need is that guy there. And then we can go to this color. Where's the yellow color? There, right there. All right, perfect. So we got ourselves blocks there. Landing pad. This all needs a paint job, truthfully. I'm not gonna worry about it now, but it does need a paint job. The gray, I don't know if the dustiness makes like just if it makes a good aesthetic or not, but I do like this. Now that we can get to this little, that's helpful. I feel like what we could do, and this is just me. I think what we could do is this right here. I'm trying to find the block. Let's see. Put that guy there. And then that guy there. And then, yeah, look at that. Hey. I'm just saying, make it work. Make it look cool. Make it look good. Make it look grounded. Grounded in reality. I love it. Look at this. We can get all around our base. We have some weird gaps in places that we don't necessarily need gaps, but that's okay. What we could do here, just to wrong color, if we really want to get crazy with the cheese whiz and waste extra armor plates, which we really don't need to do, but if we wanted to, look at that. We'll just, there we go. Now we have walkways all around here, and in fact, I'll even put that there so that we can, feels more, yeah, we're all connected. The hell was that? Yeah, the back of this thing was pretty good. I kind of like it. I think it does what it needs to do. And we got our launch pad over here. We're gonna do some stuff. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna time lapse a quick little build. And the build that I'm looking for right now is gonna be, we're gonna, first, I don't want any texture. Let's see if I can find clean armor. I think that's clean. Is this clean armor? I think it might be too clean. What color is this? I don't know what armor this is, so it's hard to tell, but that's no texture. Yeah, that's clean armor. Okay, cool. No texture. No, well, let's do no texture. All right, I'm gonna build. We're gonna time lapse a little build. I'm gonna build a little carrier. Basically, what I need is a similar to the skiff or the runabout from previous things, or the grabber, or the grabbin. Similar to the grabbin or the skiff or any of those vehicles, what I need to do is I want to make a little vehicle that I can magnetically come clamp onto our refinery over here and take it back. That's the goal. So what we're gonna do in order to do that, man, this place is coming together. It's looking pretty good. I'm just saying. John, you may be right. It'll be sad to not like use more of this stuff because the wonderful things we does. Anyways, so we're gonna start that build. We're gonna make something to haul some stuff, and I hope you enjoy it. So I think we're on Swedish Techno. Let's go ahead and let's keep that dream alive. Swedish Techno it is, starting now. All right, take a look at this thing. First of all, I know I'm gonna remove the weather because we just built this cool ass thing. It's not completely done, but look at this thing. Side to side thrust, tons of uplift. Look at this. It's my freaking like hover around mode. Look, just imagine like so. This is obviously to lift stuff, and I haven't put the lift arms on it. But imagine you're just like flying and like have two like freaking guns, and you're just like boom, 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 boom. Two like assault cannons, and you're just freaking flogging people, and you're just like wee. Yeah, look at this thing. Super maneuverable. Got plenty of battery power. Ooh, we nearly max out. See that? 98%. We could probably use one small battery on this thing would fix that would fix that thing right there. And then we had a little bit of trouble. We had a little itty bit of trouble with regards to I disconnected the things, and obviously I didn't want to waste the battery stuff, so I used the bore to go through a tremendous amount of effort to make this thing. So we are cooking the thrusters. Okay, so we need to make some adjustments. That's okay. This is prototyped. Prototype. So let's get that corrected. But look at that. I mean, this thing looks cool as hell. It's big and bulky. It's got a cool little aesthetic. We charge it up. We got to make sure that we're gonna have to move the. I think we're gonna have to move these thrusters down. Yeah. Inventory full. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So what my first thought is to do this right here. We'll slap a guy right there, and then we'll go ahead and get that D shape like this. And I think that protects us from the cone damage right there. And honestly, we probably could have just moved. If we just moved down one block, that probably would have been enough. Would have been my guess. We probably could have done like this. Like so it was up here like so. We probably could have just gone down one. And then we can test that real quick. So get this guy welded up. So this guy's clearly in the clear, but I don't know that I love the way that looks. So we'll test this first. So what we'll do is we'll get this one up, and then what we'll do, thrust override. We'll just crank it up. Let that thing cook. Is that damaging this at all? It's not. Is it damaging me? Make sure it is damaged. Yep, it looks like it is. Oh yeah, ow. Thank you. So yes, okay, so we can infinity scroll. Got it. Ooh. So yeah, we can just move them down one. That's what we'll do. And so that means I think for this block we'll just no, you know what? We can keep that there. That's fine. And then we can do this right here. There we go. And that hooks those guys up. And then I can't put blocks right there, but that's okay. We don't need to. But what I can do is I can knock that block out, and I can grab that and put that right there. And then for that battery I was talking about, like I said, we could probably go one high voltage battery. We just slap a guy right there. That should be enough to really get this thing. So I mean, look at this thing. It looks cool to me. I think it looks neat. It's got some stuff. Now let's get those arms on there real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it. That's where this is gonna stop. This is gonna be the device we use to achieve victory over the people or something. I don't know. I didn't have that thought out all the way. Used for park, used for auto lock, used for park off, used for auto lock off. I'm gonna make sure that this is not used for park either. We'll go here. We'll click mag plate. We'll grab those two right there. We'll say Robutt mags. And then if we come down here, Robutt. So we've got our landing gear if we want to switch lock this thing to something. And then we've got this for our grabbies. Switch lock that guy. And there you go, guys. This thing looks like a freaking mech. I think it looks cool. I don't know why I'm so zoomed out. I actually don't really care that I'm so zoomed out. It is weird though. And then I think what we need is probably at least So what if we do like one guy like that? One guy like that. And then oh, I was like, what? Why is what's happening? But it's nothing. I mean, it's something, but it's not critical. And then we'll put a guy, what do we say? We'll say right there and right there, and that should be even. Yeah, and look, and then we got lights. Now we just need, what do we need? We need something else. We need a little bit of flavor. I'm thinking, what if we do a light there, a light there, and then because this is the left side, that's red, right? Red, and we'll do blink interval 38% for some reason. Oh, not 30 seconds, I'm sorry. 2 seconds, blink length 38%. There we go. And then this guy, because it's the left side, it's the right side, we do green. Because raisins. Blink length 2 seconds, blink interval 38. There we go. Look at that. We got some lights on there. We probably need a paint job. We can turn off those things for now. But yeah, this thing should have plenty of light to see. Now we can pick stuff up with the thing. And I'm willing to bet if I undock the grabbing and put let's just test. Let's do a quick test. We're gonna unlock this, we're gonna turn the thrusters off, and then we're gonna get in this bad boy. Alright. And then we're gonna come over here to the grabbing. Gonna lock onto it. Yeah, besides the magnetic thing that just happened, look at that. Just easily hoisting the grabbing up. And that's not a light vehicle, if I'm not mistaken. And we take a look at the grabbing real quick. This bad boy is 55 kilos dry, so that is not 55,000 kilos dry, so that's not nothing. That is not nothing. Let's gently set it down. Disconnect. Come over here. Park this robot up. What do you guys think of this thing? Isn't that freaking weird? I had this thought when we were talking about this cockpit and what we could use it for and like what might be the idea behind it. Let's get this guy up and sorry, Grabbing, you were the demonstration. You were the demonstration we needed. Anyways, I had this idea for this guy. Just pause for a second. Itchy ear. Ah, okay. I had this idea like when we were talking about what this cockpit could be used for. And honestly, I think we could probably put the arms up a little higher, but I think that's okay because it gives me good visible out the side. Obviously, it's not good for environmental stuff, but it's got plenty of thrust going in every direction, plenty of battery power, and actually, if we test that real quick, yeah, like we fully, yeah, 95%. That's great. Woo! It's snappy. It is snappy. You know what? We're gonna look. Let's do this real quick. What do we? Let's go ahead and take a look at this. What do we want to put up there? What atmospheric max altitude? Oh, that's a very tiny screen. Vehicle performance, no wheels, vehicle efficiency. There we go. That is a little small, so I think you can even come in. So once you have that there, you can go in. I think you can zoom in a bit, like with the font size. I'm not sure because these screens are so weird. You might be able to change the font. It doesn't look like you can, which is a little on the disappointing side. That's okay. It's not too terrible. But yeah, you can see your battery. We've got 53%. Time left looks like 1.3 hours. But yeah, this thing's cool, I think. I had this idea, like I said. It looks neat. Like just imagine you're flying through and you're just like, wee. Do a little barrel roll for the people. And it's got, because of the number of things, it's got tons of barrel roll potential. And then, like I said, you can dock it with its hands itself, or you can use the feet and it can park itself. So I think this is a fun idea, and this is how I'm gonna ultimately attach the Prototech refinery um to our launch craft to um, that we use to leave the planet. So that's the next episode, guys. I believe the next episode we're gonna be building a thing that gets us off the planet. Now, if you haven't checked out or if you don't know why I put the event controller on there, basically it's just an auto docking mechanism. I set it up to work with that connector, so as soon as I lock it down, it shuts all the engines off. It puts all the batteries to recharge, and if I had an antenna on there, I would probably also turn that off, do different things. So that's what that is. But I think this needs to be the screenshot. I think this needs to be the screenshot right here. Looks good. I love it. Like everything about it. Guys, this is it. Next time you hear from me, I will be a married man. Well, technically when you watch this, I will be getting married that day. December 5th. Beautiful. It's perfect. Perfecto. But the next time you actually speak to me in terms of me commenting, which I'll probably check the comments whilst I'm free. Uh, but the very next time is going to be, we're going to be what? We're going to be, I think we can throw all this crap in there. We're going to be, yeah, it's going to be, I'll be married and we will be building a ship to go over there. Hopefully, I mean, what are we looking at right now? We got nothing. I think these stockpile, we can turn on auto refill because that's not bad, but this thing is not really. Yeah, it's at 4%, and this guy's at what are we at? We're at 0%. Ooh. Real quick, just to be careful, BI cargo network, so that's build info cargo network. We're all connected, we're connected. Nothing weird happening except for that one piston down there, but that's only because, look at the rat's nest that is this ship, by the way. That's one of the reasons Anchor doesn't work well, because there's so many small conveyor ports and stuff. It's quite tragic. Anyways, if you guys enjoy this, you know what to do. We made ourselves a little Robutt. I think it looks cool. It's got some lights on it. It's going to be useful. Probably needs a paint job, but for right now, this is just what it's going to look like. But if you enjoyed this and you want to see more like it, you know where to find me. I'm on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your family. I appreciate the comments. Welcome to the new people. You guys are awesome. Everybody's awesome. We're 10 from 300, and that's only 200 from 500. 210 technically, but you get it. You get the idea. Yeah, I think that's everything. Let's see. I bet we can't wave because I've done a ton of welding, so we know that's not possible. But that's okay. We can finger guns. Pew 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 pew. Stupid sabroids. That's what that's for. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Oh, I'm all choked up. Okay, I will catch you later, taters. And as always, be kind and stay ornery. Bye.